And the pot calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black she is everything, so black she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone, saving men who lost themselves the night before, saving men who curse our names but forget his mama is made of steel too. And now the pot has no words but calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic shit white men put behind glass casings, loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us, but they say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this pot, this man for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over, because we know this heat, this white flame, hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise when the world goes up in flames, but they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says yes, but says you best remember you black too. The next time they bring a fire to your neck, they burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says bitch I might be, says nuck if you buck, then says wipe me down. Kettle says yes my nigga, I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says hell yes, but don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too.
Whenever you have someone who's known as the Bling Bishop, you know it's good content. Here's a reminder of some of the Bling Bishop's past controversies, like this guy got robbed during a sermon. You'll recall that.
All right. Talking about Pastor Whitehead or ex-Pastor Whitehead. Let's see. I'm gonna be neutral. Here we go.
How many of you have lost your faith because you saw somebody else die what you about to go through? Yo. All right. Yo, all right.
That was a robbery. Let's see what else this guy's gonna say.
Well, you know things are not great in your pulpit when that's probably the second strangest thing to ever happen while you were giving a sermon. Here, just to remind you of Bishop Lamore Whitehead, the Bling Bishop, he grabbed a woman by the neck during a sermon. Let's take a look.
Now let's give Jesus a round of applause. While they take pictures and they want to be on social media, take the pictures. Take the pictures. Take the pictures. Take the pictures. Take the pictures.
What? Yeah, I remember that. That was weird.
Go over here. Grab her out. Grab her out. Now you're going to grab her out. Grab her out. Grab her out. Get downstairs. Grab her. Let go. Press whatever charge you want. You're not going to come in my space. I feel threatened. Amen.
Well, I mean, I would watch, many episodes of The Real Bishops of New York if that's what.
That would be. Oh man, actually, you know something? That's not a bad idea.
The action would be like.
With millions watching and many people benefiting from this program called Indisputable, we just need 1% of the viewers to become a paid member so we can continue to bring this content to you. Now back to the show.
We do have an update. The Brooklyn bishop, the bling bishop that we've seen here, Lamar Whitehead, notorious there for showboating his luxury items. He's now been found guilty of scamming and exploiting a 58-year-old woman who saw him as a man of God. Following a 2-week trial, Whitehead was convicted of several charges, including 1 count of making false statements to the FBI, 1 count of attempted.
Wait a minute. What? Oh, no.
Scamming and exploiting a 58-year-old woman who saw him as a man of God. Following a 2-week trial, Whitehead was convicted of several charges, including 1 count of making false statements to the FBI, 1 count of attempted extortion, 1 count of attempted wire fraud, and 2 counts of actual wire fraud. And so when you see this sort of activity, it doesn't surprise you that it was unanimous. Here's Taylor Ardrey from the Atlanta Black Star. As a unanimous jury found Lamar Whitehead abused the trust placed in him by a parishioner, tried to obtain a fraudulent loan using fake bank records, bullied a businessman for $5,000, tried to defraud him out of far more than that, and lied to federal agents. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said in the statement, officials charged that Whitehead convinced a parishioner, Pauline Anderson, to give him the $90,000 out of her retirement fund to help her purchase a new home. He reportedly used that money at luxury stores like Louis Vuitton to pay his bills.
Wow. I mean, that's crazy. I mean, there's no way. There's no talking out of this. There's no talking out of this. That's why it's going to be interesting to see what his sentencing will be.
According to reports, after receiving no update, Anderson asked for her money back, but officials said he kept making excuses and lying. This sparked a legal battle between the two. He was a man of God, Anderson said, per the New York Times. I believed him as the leader of his church. Prosecutors said that Whitehead also tried to extort $5,000 from a man identified by outlets as Brandon Belmonte, a businessman. He later circled back to convince Belmonte to lend him $500,000, give him a stake in certain real estate transaction. In exchange, according to the DA, he promised favorable actions from New York City Mayor Eric.
This is the thing. You might, I mean, for those who are defending him, I don't know if there's any, but just in case there are, we have this thing where, like people are on Ernesto's side, R. Kelly's side. I'm sure there's still some people on Diddy's side. There were definitely people on the side of Chris Brown. And then you start stacking all these men up, right, as examples. And then you say to yourself, well, if these are the men in our community that we respect and we want to defend, look at what they've done. I mean, look at all the pain and anguish they have caused others, including Black women as well. What are we supposed to do with that? We can't. It's funny that it seems like those are the men that we want to defend and keep out of prison, or men like this, and not the men who actually deserve to be out of prison. Like the ones who were put in prison for like jaywalking or drinking juice or something like that, or smoking in a non-smokers area, once, that kind of stuff. No, we want to protect scammers, gangsters, possible deleters. And that's kind of weird, and that's kind of messed up and sad, don't you think? Let me keep it going.
Adams, although he knew he couldn't fulfill that obligation. So during his testimony, Whitehead alleged that an FBI agent alluded to wanting to target Adams, but he declined to be an informant, the New York Times reported. The bishop was thrust into mainstream media after gunmen stole $1 million in jewelry, which we just saw during a live streamed service at his Brooklyn church, Leaders of Tomorrow International Ministries. In 2022, he recently
I
offered
bet the church wasn't even worth that much. You know what I mean?
to officiate the funeral of one of the suspects whom U.S. Marshals shot in January. So the bishop seemingly responded to the conviction, saying the story isn't over, but it's a new chapter. Stay tuned. God is still God. They can all laugh now and talk, he wrote, reiterating that the FBI.
When does the scamming stop? When does their harassment and all that kind of stuff these crazy dudes do stop? Don't they just kind of like get tired of the hearing themselves, knowing that people know? That's crazy. Here we go.
Wanted him to turn against the city's mayor. After this, Jesus will get the glory. Stay tuned for this new chapter called Truth and Vindication. Well, Jackson, I ask you, as interesting as these earlier chapters are you looking forward to the next chapter, Truth and Vindication?
Well, I think he just needs to spend a little bit of time in the can. You know, I think it's clear that he's a habitual con artist, and what he does is he frauds people. And he needed some type of legal avenue, so he went into the church. And, you know, the church doesn't get taxed. And I don't know all about that. But just all in all, he needed some type of way to brand himself, because that's really what he was doing. He didn't need to be that seen and that flashy. You know, there's a difference between wearing a nice suit and wearing a high end price name brand suit that has the logo all over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't miss me. Like, why is there $1 million of jewelry in the church in the first place? Like,
Right, exactly. And my point is, like, why is there $1 million worth of jewelry in the church? Number one. Number two, we all know that church was not worth even $1 million. You know, the people that came to him mostly were on meager means, or at best blue collar. So what's the point of him wearing all that stuff and shoving it in their face like that? Mr. Snoopy says this: I was going to say it will stop when women are gone, but then they will just start scamming at each other. Bars.
Why is that even a thing? So, and then, you know, when you dived a little bit into the numbers, you know, he's ripping off people $500,000, $90,000. And you can believe what you want about God or how the universe works or how life functions, whatever. But at the end of the day, you know, when it comes to language, it's just 3 letters. So just because you say God here and God there doesn't mean that whatever's coming next is legitimate.
Right.
You know, so it's like the man who got, caught just basically ripping people off. Now here comes the glory of Jesus, because famously.
Oh man, okay, I have to admit he's pretty funny right there. Here's something really heartbreaking but heartwarming at the same time. We're just getting this thing warmed up. Here we go.
We are at a restaurant having lunch, and in comes a woman who hands her the baby.
Okay, really, actually, it wasn't a woman. It was a 14-year-old girl who just recently had a kid. She just walked in and handed the baby to this young woman right here.
And then runs.
The heartbeat is strong though, but the baby could use some oxygen.
Could y'all believe this? Look how beautiful.
Wow. And luckily it sounds like she gave the handed the baby to the right person, because it sounds like this woman knows what's up. She knows the little baby needs oxygen, you know. And listen to this. This is so heartwarming and heartbreaking at the same time.
Just this is.
Oh my God.
Leaves that's so precious.
Can you believe this? Someone just came in as we're having lunch and hands her a baby and then leaves. Well, wait, she's back in the area. The police are here now. He'll be right out. So the police are here. A woman comes in, hands my friend a baby as we're having lunch, and then runs out. Can y'all believe this? Oh, the police is here.
So what do I need to do? Do I need to give them the
No,
baby?
he's gonna come in. He's gonna come in. Calm down. He comes in. He has to come in. I don't want to bring the baby in the sun. Let them come.
No, because she's the first she's gonna
She's probably standing by to see if the baby will be okay. And then leave.
yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this is what's going on. Yeah, we don't know.
Approximately about a day old. Yeah,
We have a newborn baby left in my friend's hand as we're having lunch, and then the woman runs off.
Wow. And why does he keep calling a little girl a woman? Well, maybe because she had a kid and he was assuming that maybe she was older than she was. That's sad. Let me see if there was any update on this. Hold on one second. Let's see what happened. Okay. Let's see if there's an update. There's this one. Let's check out this one right here. Okay, there's a young lady right there. I mean, this is just heartbreaking. She maybe she's homeless or whatever. Let's see what happens. So let me go over this video again. She walks in, hands her baby to a stranger. Wow. Man. She walked up to the counter holding her baby and asked for help. That's when this customer started to realize something was wrong. She noticed the baby's umbilical cord was still attached. Oh, man. Okay. And that the teenager had bloodstains on her legs. Oh, man. And kindly asked if she could take a look at the baby's vitals. Wow. Wait, let me play this again. Wow, she walked into the right place at the right time. If there's anything to reinforce those who believe in God, it's this right here. I mean, a well-trained person at that, being there. Being trained in first aid and CPR, the customer quickly got up. Mistress Newbie, I believe she did. I believe she did deliver her own baby. She could see that the poor baby had trouble breathing. Okay. And that it was barely moving. It's Phoenix Soul in the house. At this point, it's clear that the teenager is in shock. Wow, I hope she's okay and in no condition to hold a newborn child. Wow. And the teenager gets up and leaves the restaurant. Wow. And while the customer has all the attention on the baby, wow. Make sure to call 911. Okay. The police quit. See, number one, how can you blame a little girl for having a little baby? Number two, I hope she's okay wherever she is. This is almost 3 years ago now. 2 years ago. And it's clear that she was in better hands than her own. So you can't really say she abandoned her child. She did technically, I guess. But when you think about who she left her with, which I'm going to go back to that film right now.
Can y'all believe this? My heart is just oh my God.
Maybe you could use some oxygen as an interview.
Okay, the ambulance are on their way. Yes.
The heart rate is good, but the baby could use some oxygen. He's kind of like struggling. I don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
Can y'all believe this? Oh my God. So this baby was just handed off to my friend as we're having lunch, my lady. And the lady leaves the baby and runs off.
Okay.
And this baby is about a day old.
No, she's still alive. She could use some oxygen, but she's alive.
Can y'all believe this? Oh my God. Can y'all believe this?
You want that air? I'll push it away. Oh, we gotta cry.
There we go.
Oh,
that's a good thing. Babies are supposed to cry when they're quickly born. I mean, I'm sure there's times when they didn't, but damn. She saw how caring that woman and a complete stranger was to her baby. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, you would be convinced that this young lady right here was her mother, was that baby's mother.
My God.
You gotta cry.
Can y'all believe this? Someone just dropped the baby off to us as we were having lunch. Oh my goodness, Jesus. The baby is okay. Can y'all believe this? Just handed the baby off to her. Can you believe this? Can you believe this, yo?
Man.
Oh man, that's crazy, right? That's crazy.
Give me a 30-second count.
Okay, sure.
Just do like
30 seconds, sure.
Yeah, just give me like
Okay, so let me cut on the. Six, 7, 8, 12, 14, 15, 16,
And this blanket is kind of, this towel is kind of.
Wow, she really knows what she's doing, huh, folks? Dang.
Oh my God. Yeah,
Y'all in the chat, you gotta give this young lady an applause or something. You gotta give her a 1 or applause or something. She's really helping this baby out. She's probably saving the baby's life.
this is by far one of the craziest things that has ever happened to me. Oh my God, you guys. Wow. Isn't this Jesus? Wow. So
It was so nice to hear you cry. Yeah, that was so good. You had a good cry.
yeah, can you guys believe this? So we're having lunch, and in comes someone who I don't know if you guys can hear me, but so someone dropped off a baby to me and my friend at lunch. Huh?
Dang, that is a trip. That is a trip, man.
Keeper? Oh my God, just born.
Mr. Doobie, I wish the dude would say, we heard you the 8th time. Look, I mean, and the officers know that little baby's in good hands too. They are not trying to move that little baby right now. They're like, hey, look, baby cool. Baby's being cared for.
In her arms. In her arms. She gave her the baby. No, she put it in her arms.
Yeah, they were asking her the question of where the baby was left, and if it helped the young lady, whoever the little girl was who had the baby, that she actually left the baby in care, did not leave the baby out like a lot of stories. They leave them out on the street or something like that. No, she made sure the baby was taken care of, even though she was in shock. The young lady was 14, just had the kid, had blood on her legs, probably from having the kid. Who knows where she had the kid, and was in shock, but still had the knowledge to know, the level of knowledge to know, okay, let me make sure I hand the baby off to somebody that can take care of the baby. And that's basically what went down. Yeah, exactly, Mr. Snoopy. She says, thank goodness she didn't leave the baby in the dumpster like some scared mothers do. And this is why it's good that they promote something like this on TV, because there's going to be more scared mothers out there than there already have been more scared mothers out there. What they can do if they just can't handle it, if they have to, at least they know, hand it off to somebody you feel you can trust. I think in the worst case scenario, the worst case situation scenario, whatever you want to call it, this is about as good as an outcome as you can have. Who knows? Obviously she didn't know that this young lady, that the real young lady, not the little girls, but the young lady was trained in CPR and obviously knows what she's doing. But she obviously wanted to make sure that the baby had a chance. So let me keep it going. Here we go.
She's crying.
Oh, you're hungry. Oh my goodness. Are you hungry? I ain't got nothing I can help you with that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Wow, you guys. Isn't this crazy?
Wow, that is crazy. All right. That was kind of that was a heartbreaking but warming moment. Let's check out this one. Here we go.
To all the brothers with insignificant others, you know, the ones that took the got milk ads seriously, I better not ever hear y'all talk about some body count ever again. Because one thing I noticed
This is brought to you by 5C Black Magic, by the way.
Social media is that a lot of brothers that talk about body count are not with sisters. And I'm starting to feel like the only time body count gets brought up is when we're talking about sisters. Because let's keep it real. Y'all have seen MTV Spring Break, right? You know how they get down, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know it was some of us out there, but for the most part, that wasn't our thing. That's why we had Freaknik. But then you got Girls Going Wild, the Playboy Mansion, even the Amish, they got this thing called Rumspringer. What I'm saying is, ain't no way you can be a yeehaw. And ain't no way you can tell me you care about body count, you got a milk mustache.
Yeah, I mean, basically, it's true. I mean, I have said this many times in many videos that black men outnumber women 3-1 as far as body count is concerned and activity is concerned. Black men are 3 times, we are sexually active 3 times as much as black women. Black women aren't even number 2 in the sexual activity. In fact, Caucasian women outnumber black women by quite a lot, by double almost. So I'm glad he's stating this. I'm glad he's clearing things up.
I feel like we only talk about body count when we're talking about black women.
Yep.
Maybe I'm wrong. Look at Kanye White, for example. There's certain things you know a sister will not do. Am I wrong? Let me know. To all the brothers with
Neo with very.
Here we go.
This video contains one visit between Ernesto and Sonya on August 27th, 2023. Sonya has a few things to say about an alleged victim to Ernesto. She also tells him that Lamont sent her an interesting picture and that she records her and Ernesto's conversations. Take a listen.
This is very interesting because, you know, she already, let's just hear.
The one with the bed, you can't see because fucking glare.
Yeah, it's okay though. As long as I can see your pretty face, I'm good. How you today? You good?
I'm fine. You ain't call nobody.
I did call your phone, just ringing. I sent you a text message.
What time?
This morning. 8:35.
Call. Really?
I sure did. Yeah, I called you at 8:35, just ringing. Yeah, it was ringing. I called you like that yesterday too. I figured you was in the movies.
Now this is before. Remember, now this happened some months ago, but it's still relevant.
I called you yesterday like that. You was in the movies.
Yeah, 5:40 to 8 o'clock. I think we got out the movies.
Yeah. Never see them sparkly hands.
Mr. Snoopy. Is this the video before or after the judge said Ernesto wasn't getting out? This is long before. This is before.
Okay. Damn, they're a little bit for me.
They're long.
Yeah, they're a little too much for me. Ooh.
Silver.
Yeah, man.
I feel like something's hanging off my finger.
Oh, I like that.
Out of the thing.
Yeah, a little too much. Come over, little. Come over, little. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yes, right there. Fine. That's fine. Yeah. Okay, there you go. Now you got back up just a little bit. There you go.
It's just freaking glare with this fucking thing. I'm sitting high on my.
What?
Right, listen, because I wouldn't be around. Because the only reason why I'm around because you're cute. I mean, but first, you know, when I first nobody is sitting up in this joint.
I'm trying to get past small talk.
Unless they got some money out here.
Okay.
Thank you, Mama.
Okay.
Thank you, Daddy.
Okay.
Mama,
Okay.
thank you, Daddy.
Okay. Well, you're feeling pretty good. Well, I don't know.
Wow, this is when she was really vibing on him. She ain't vibing on him now. Well, who knows? I think she's. She doesn't seem like to be the most emotionally sharpest person in the world. So who knows? She'll probably get back with him if she hasn't already.
I mean, I can't say that.
Phone calls with prison probably has another video going up right now that probably has her going back to him.
I was unattractive. You wouldn't have walked up to me. Right?
Oh, okay.
You weren't walking up to ugly people like, hey, how are you doing?
Okay, this is still small talking. Let me get.
And I'll take a picture.
Oh, so you're saying you're saying them jeans are tight?
No, they're not tight. So what the look said, the look
Is he shaking like he's shaking? Watch.
Is they're
Look.
a little loose, but they're low, and then the shirt is a blouse, so you really can't.
Okay, wait,
see
he
it
stopped.
anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you can see my butt in these.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah. How your arm up? How your arm up that way?
This one?
Yeah, there you go.
He's creepy as hell. You know why he's asking her to do that, right?
Yeah, the other
on
one.
my shoulders?
Yeah.
This one?
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
What a creepy dude. No wonder he's shaking.
You know what?
Yeah.
Okay. Hell.
Damn.
You can get pictures. You can get pictures. That's the thing they let you have. They will let you have cleavage pictures.
Who told you that? They let you have that?
I sent you the one with the pictures.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, you got pictures.
Damn.
Yeah, they let you have those.
I'm surprised. So
Fast forward some more.
That love the shit out of him, so he could fly and flock anywhere at any given time. China take him. Russia just was trying to serve him a subpoena.
Here we go.
Russia take him. All these countries will take him, but they're gonna say there's one black dude, the little token one that don't get a bond.
Oh, he'll get one. He'll get one. Probably.
Yeah, but they should have given him one anyway, because what happened was I found out the case was 2 federal agents was trying to serve him a subpoena, and he had an altercation with them. Maybe they weren't dressed like officers, and they just walked up on him or came to his house with regular clothes on, and he went there because you gotta have your guard up in this world.
Yeah, that's true.
And they flipped it around and tried to say, and they tried to flip around and say he assaulted. I'm sure, but FBI agents don't really have a uniform. They're mainly plain clothes. The one that came to see me was in a suit. I done had a visit by the feds before, He used to be an accountant. I ended up interviewing him instead of him trying to interview me. I came here to give you a hard time, and I'm in here just crying. It was a white dude. He was like, and flipped it around.
She should have went after the police officer. At least he's out of jail.
I was like, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, what you gonna give me a hard time about? I didn't do anything.
Okay.
It was somebody I was messing around with. This was in the 90s.
Well,
okay.
You'll be here. You'll be there. Can't come and see me November. When you start come see me? November, December. Was it November?
December. I think it was December, January.
Okay.
So, I guess I'll order the books tomorrow when you get some time. That'll last me to November. From that shit.
Your personal effects.
Yeah. I try to keep that going.
Her that she admitted out in the streets that she lied.
Wait, let's see. Okay.
Okay.
Everything's good in the hood.
Yeah.
Because people talk a lot, and it's already been heard that she admitted out in the streets that she lied.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
This is called tampering. Let me go back a little bit.
I just get some shifts and I look at them little movies, but I don't watch them as much now since I don't know why I get stressed when I get ready to go to court.
It's just a lot. That's all.
Yeah, that's what's be going on.
I was thinking all last night. I gotta start writing more stuff down because I gotta get all of the points together. But
remember now, she ain't his lawyer.
Everything's good. Everything's good in the hood.
Yeah.
Because people talk a lot, and it's already been heard that she admitted out in the streets that she lied.
Oh, damn.
Nobody said that. This is what they're trying to do. This is kind of like making false testimony in a matter of speaking. This is dirty right here.
Yeah, you know, all of that was a lie. She already admitted to it. I got a friend.
That's okay. That's okay.
Friend that know a lot of people.
That's okay.
This is why they had this. This is why they shut him down for a minute. Not phone calls from prison, but they shut her down from talking about when she had to dump some of her videos, Sonya, on her channel, because they said, "Oh hell no, you tampering."
To listen out for, you know what I'm saying, who know who and who might say what and who say things. So this person heard it firsthand from the person. Small world.
This is so much small world.
And they'll have no problem coming to court testifying that she said it, that she says that she admitted that she lied about the.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay away from psychos.
Well, you know what?
That's funny. That's funny she said that. That's funny she said that with this person right here in front of her, who's in prison. Stay away from psychos. He's the one in prison for being a psycho. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I'm going to say.
You know, and that's what people always try to say about people. Oh, stop fucking deadbeat so you won't have no deadbeat dads. But people don't know when they fuck with somebody, they're going to be a deadbeat dad. People don't know when they get in a relationship that he's going to be abusive or he might kill me. You don't know. There's signs, though. When you see signs.
This wonderful advice coming from somebody, you know, who admits, well, number one, she got shot by one of her bandit boyfriends, and then admitted that a couple more at least, you know, put hands and feet on her. But now she's in front of a man who's in prison. I repeat, prison, okay? Or jail, prison, whatever you want to call it to keep it, you know, I want to keep it technical, right? Trying to give people advice online, because remember, they're doing this for online shit, about not dealing with people that are psychos. Dude's in prison because he was a psycho, in my opinion. Here we go.
You walk away.
Giving that man false hope. Yep.
When you get signs, when people tell you somebody's crazy, like her father told you she's crazy and she wasn't all the way there, that's when you should. And then the fact that she was homeless and no one wants to fuck with her, they'd rather her be on
Okay,
the street.
when you criticize people, it's not really a good idea to do that in front of somebody who's literally in prison for what you're describing. It's just not a good idea to do that. It makes you look dumb, especially if it ages poorly. And let me tell you, it is aging poorly. Let's go in to see what's going on with Neo.
Neo would very much like to be excluded from this narrative. The So Sick singer, 44, sarcastically sent well wishes to his ex-wife, Crystal Renee, after the actress promoted her post-divorce interview with People Tuesday. After captioning the Instagram promo with grace and gratitude, "I choose me every time," he bluntly commented with a congratulations. The 38-year-old actress, who
Well said, Mistress Newbie. She better watch herself. That other woman can sue her for slander. Bars.
shares 3 kids with the R&B hitmaker, chose herself when she filed for divorce in August 2022 after 6 years of marriage, claiming he had fathered a child with another woman.
So here's another situation where men in our culture seem to don't get it. Is that when you do something that bad where you're fathering kids with somebody else, and then the woman just moves on and goes on with her life, you have really nothing to criticize. I mean, you just literally made marriage look like shit. Who knows how many other people he would have been with before that?
He had also accused him of cheating on her with numerous women.
Told you. Didn't even know what was coming up. I haven't even played this clip yet. I mean, the thing is this. Poor men in our community do this too. I mean, every man, does this too, but we for some reason revel in it. We somehow want to make it, like Kevin Samuels said, you know, he has a right to cheat. Let him cheat in peace. How many times have you heard him say that? So here's the weird thing. Neil, you're famous and look, really, it really is your business. You can do what you want. But why are you going to criticize a woman for leaving you for good reasons? You weren't loyal, and you definitely weren't loyal, and there's proof. Let her just move on. There was nothing you can say. All you did was show yourself to be toxic. You lost yourself, maybe, I don't know, maybe $500,000, maybe not that much, because it's not like you're popping out the hits. But you know, people they don't want to just. It's not like you're helping your cause by doing that.
Sure enough, it was later revealed he welcomed sons Brayden and Brixton in 2021 and 2022 respectively with his then girlfriend Sade Genia. In her latest interview, the bold and Bougie star said she only speaks positively about her ex-husband. I don't drag him or talk negative about him.
Right. Well, that's not what he does, because instead of just cheating on you, he does other shit. And I mean, the funny thing is this is, let me put it this way. All that shit about being fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive was BS from the beginning. When we all know that. You look how fit she is, look how feminine she is. Like, she was probably very feminine. There's nothing you can do when somebody wants to be a serial cheater. They're going to do that. They're going to do that. It's just the way it turns out. Phoenix Soul breaks it down just like this. Pretty sure Neo plays for the other team, or he's in denial. Bars. Mr. Snoopy says this, Phoenix Soul, I stopped being surprised anymore when they came out of the closet. I stopped sleeping with them since November.
He told the outlet, sometimes we can't see the bigger picture and what may or may not be for us.
I mean, there's a point where that's the thing is like, look, there are probably a lot of good black men out there, depending on how you see that. But there's a point where percentage comes into the mix, and the percentages are not good for black men. And what I mean is that there's so many of us allowing others, right, we are actually literally praising men for being promiscuous and praising other men for being cheaters. So when we do that in our community, then it starts to promote that more. And then what happens is that then we start making up excuses, fellas, like, she was mean to me. Oh, she tried to control me or something. And your definition of trying to be controlled is when they tell you not to cheat on them or something, you know? And to the point where I think it's gotten like, man, we really did each other wrong, because we should have been saying, look, we should be focused more on our careers, not chasing booty. We should be more focused on being better and good men and being good husbands. But I don't hear us talking like that. The last person who talked like that played for the Seattle Seahawks, and now he's on the Steelers, and you guys called him a simp. So a simp is a loyal man, a man who cares about women. That's basically what a simp is now. They might make it sound more derogatory, but for the bottom line, that's what it is. Let me keep going.
Situation. Clearly, it wasn't a place for me to be in any longer, and I'm okay with that. She went on. I'm happy for myself because I chose my self-worth. I chose to stand up for myself and walk away from something that just wasn't serving me any longer.
I hear that. Boom. Okay, let's find out why this woman had to, after 6 months, relocate. Here we go.
Hi. Oh my God. I didn't know it was gonna pick right up. Hey Kendra, wait, let me set you up because I know that I gotta set you up. Hold on. Okay. I'm sorry. Okay. Let me up, girl. Oh, you look cute. What's your
Yeah,
name?
she does. She looks cute. She looks cute.
Thank you. Lately. You must be a pretty girl
memo going on because I've been getting
I'm
a lot
fresh
of
off work, Kendra. I feel a mess. You look beautiful.
You look great. You look like a fresh face. What's wrong with you?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Listen, this is how men that y'all want. They want to see y'all with no makeup. I mean, you have extensions, but I mean, you look natural. I think you look good.
Men don't care. Most that's not really true. It's just another. To me, when they say, "Oh, men want to see you with no makeup," that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. They had no problem with Kim Kardashian or all those those women who got implants and shit. They had no problem with women who had to do makeup. They had no problem with Melanie getting some work done. They have no problem. So that was a bunch of bullshit. But they're just making up more excuses. Let's just put it that way. Here we go.
Ew. My name's Malayaka.
Woo, child. Say it again.
Malayaka. You could call me Lay. I know you don't be playing with the names. You could call me Lay.
Dyslexic. Y'all know I fuck up everybody's name. I would mess up Jesus if we didn't say it every single day. There's no way I would look at Jesus. If I didn't know Jesus was Jesus, I know I would pronounce that wrong if I saw it on paper. But okay, Layla.
Malayaka.
Malayaka.
What's the news? I could call you something else.
Lay.
Lay.
Lay. All right.
I don't think that was a good choice, but okay.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
I think I have an echo. Do you have me on somewhere else?
You're in my bathroom. You want me to take you somewhere else? I can take you somewhere else.
No, stay there. It's not, no, stay there. You have to go back.
Wait, let me
It's
step back.
not drastic. I thought like maybe a TV was on, but I can hear myself. But it's okay. Charlotte, North Carolina. How old are you?
I am 31.
31. Do you have any kids?
I do. I have a 12-year-old son.
Okay. Have you ever been married?
No, I've never been married.
Okay. What do you do for a living?
So I'm actually an assistant branch manager at True Lion Federal Credit Union.
Say again?
I'm an assistant branch manager at True Lion Federal Credit Union.
Okay, so
That was dumb. Never tell anybody where you work that specifically.
assistant manager at a credit union?
Yes, ma'am.
And what's your zodiac sign?
I am a Sagittarius.
All right, Sagittarius. All right, so we got Lay. She has you could say her name again for the people.
Malayaka.
Malayaka. She's from Charlotte, North Carolina. Malayaka from Charlotte, North Carolina, 31 Sagittarius. Mom to a 12-year-old son, never married, assistant manager at a credit union. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
So to be honest with you, Kendra, I'm looking for someone who's honest. Like if it's not a relationship you want, if you want a friend, then say you want a friend. I was in a really long situationship about 5 years.
See, this is so true. Mr. Snoopy says she's going to have a stalker, and that is so true. Stalkers are relentless. They will call every branch of that bank to try to find this woman. And then stalkers are, I will tell you, they're dangerous. Number one, they're very dangerous. They can be very devious. They can be very relentless. They can be very abusive. And they don't even know a lot of times they either are in denial, don't know they're stalking, or fail to realize they're stalking, or if they know they're stalking, they're going to try to hide it. So I hope that doesn't happen to her. I hope Kendra might do her a favor and mute her out, that part out, because it could be 2 or 3 years from now, and somebody will get some weird asphyxiation on her, and fixation, not asphyxiation on her. And oh man, let me tell you, stalkers don't stop until they have some metal bars in front of them. I'm telling you.
Honestly, which brought me down to Charlotte, and I got my heart broken down here. So
wait, I missed something. Holy shit. Here we go.
North Carolina, 31 Sagittarius. Mom to a 12-year-old son, never married, assistant manager at a credit union. What kind of man you looking for, girl?
So to be honest with you, Kendra, I'm looking for someone who's honest. Like if it's not a relationship you want, if you want a friend, then say you want a friend. I was in a really long situationship about 5 years, honestly, which brought me down to Charlotte, and I got my heart broken down here. So originally I'm from Maryland. So I want to meet
She
someone
got used.
who's honest and intentional. Like I said, I'm 31. I have a 12-year-old son. I want someone who's a good role model, a good figure. I'm not looking for anyone to play the father role. He has a father who's involved, but I do want someone who sets a good example for my son. You know, someone who's emotionally in tune with themselves, because I feel
Most of these men don't even act like they're 12 years old. So good luck with that.
in my past, I can honestly say, I know you'll ask me my flaws at some point, but I can honestly say that I'm emotionally dependent when I'm dealing with someone. And I just want someone who can be not emotional with me, but who understands and accepts the fact that as a female, I do have a softer side. And I just want someone who supports that.
So here she is. This is like, she's definitely feminine, friendly, and submissive, and she got dumped. So I'm just today. I gotta reiterate how flawed that theory is. Because they're gonna do it anyway. Like I said, Neo's woman was the same way. When what they're trying to say is that we want the ability to do what we want. And that's why we want you to be submissive. We want you to allow us to cheat. That's what these men are saying now, even when they're broke. Yeah, with that list, she might as well type into the AI and get her a droid. That's true, especially from this show.
I want to ask you about something though. You said love moved you to Charlotte, North Carolina?
Yes.
Was your child's father?
No, I haven't been with my child's father since he was about 3.
Okay, so when did you move to Charlotte?
I moved to Charlotte in August of 2023.
Okay, wait, last year.
Yeah.
So what happened? Wait a minute, what happened?
Like I said, apparently one of my flaws is that I'm an emotional being. And by emotional, I'm not crazy or anything like that. But when I deal with you, I love really hard, Kendra. I love really, really hard. And when my feelings get hurt, I'll let you know. Like sometimes, yes, I may cry or whatever, but
But tell me how you relocated. Was you in a relationship? We need the backstory.
So the person that I was dealing with also lived in Maryland. We're both from Maryland, and he relocated to Charlotte. He was in Charlotte before me for about 2 years, and he, would constantly bring up, "Why don't you move to Charlotte? Why don't you move to Charlotte?" And then I ended up moving to Charlotte.
And he's saying this as your man. Y'all in a relationship. Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Mm-hmm. And then when I moved down, I hate to say this, but this is how I explained it to my girlfriends. It almost seemed like when he realized that he was all I had to depend on, it kind of got taken advantage of, and it just didn't go the way I.
There you go, fellas. That's why women can't trust you. Even when they give you their all, this is what y'all do. Not all men, but enough.
Just got there. August is what, maybe 6 months ago?
Yep, 6, 7 months ago.
When did y'all break up?
Maybe about 2 months ago.
And did y'all live together when you moved there?
No, I had my own place. He had his own place.
But you moved down because of this man.
Yeah, and so to be honest with you, Kendra, once I moved down to Charlotte, I quickly realized that he had his own life in Charlotte. Regardless of him asking me to come down or not, like I quickly realized that he had his own life in Charlotte.
That's cold talk.
Okay.
He had other women.
Now you're single.
So basically, he asked her to move down there so he could be another one in his harem.
Wow. So would you leave, or you want to stay there?
To be honest with you, I was literally just telling my best friend this. Maybe within like the next year or so, I'm thinking about relocating to Houston. But
that's
as
even
of
worse.
right now, Charlotte's home for me. I know how to bounce back pretty easily. Like I said, I'm working. At the end of the day, I still have to be a mom, so my focus has shifted to other things. But
okay, some of the cousins, listen. Okay, shout out to the cousins. They pick up on things that I miss. They're saying that you said it was a situationship, not a relationship.
So I call it a situationship now because I feel like maybe I was more involved than what he was. But at the same time, like I said, honestly, he asked me to move down here. We were intimate. We've been dealing with each other for a very, very long time. Like I said,
so you
5
never
years.
had the conversation of you're my man, I'm your girl?
Yeah, we've absolutely had that conversation.
So
we've absolutely
why
had
was you
that conversation.
confused whether it was a situation?
Kendra, let me clear it up for you. What she's saying is, in hindsight, she now realizes what they were doing together was just a situationship, even though she was serious and he said he was serious. She said, I repeat, she is saying that she was serious and he said he was serious, but he was not serious. So she's now in hindsight realizing that it was just a situationship, that he didn't care about her for marriage or anything like that. He was pretty much just another woman on his rotation, and he used her. That's basically what she's saying. Kendra, you look. I mean, I understand you're a lot younger than me, but even I, as a man, understand what she's saying. Come on now.
For a relationship.
Because when I moved down here to Charlotte, like I said, I quickly realized that he had a totally different life outside of my understanding of what we were.
Let me ask you this, not
So
to cut you off. Not to
No
cut you
problem.
off, but why didn't you move in with him? Like, he wanted you to move and get your own
Wait
apartment.
a minute. Okay, let me just let this roll. Let me let this roll. Let this roll.
So that was never offered. That was never something that was on the table. Like, move down here and we're gonna get a place together. That was never something that we discussed.
Well, that's
I've
why
never lived
that's
with
where
the
you
man.
messed up. I think that's the biggest. No, right there. I mean,
Wow. Kendra, that is so wrong. And I tell you, in so many ways. Number one, the young lady, Lay did it right. You don't lay up with a dude anyway. Number one, he should have been having her come down there to marry. Okay. Now, if she made a bad judgment, that's the part. That's the part. Bridget says, she's blaming the victim. Okay, that's the part. But you got to remember, the funny thing is this, is that men get mad at women for being assertive or for being cautious. So she goes down there and moves into her own place, which was very smart, okay, to see this guy that she thought she was going to build a relationship with and possibly marriage. And he screwed over. Now, Kendra wants to blame her for not moving in with a guy who obviously didn't want her there, permanent, not in his place. I will agree that she should have saw the writing on the wall when number one, when he didn't offer marriage. I mean, when you ask a woman to move to your state, you're telling her you're going to marry her. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure that's the thing. You don't move people out of their own lives just so you could, excuse my language, smash them. I could tell you right now, just by what she's telling us, and we know those are facts, that guy is a narcissist. Even to ask somebody to move to a location, you know that she's not really the one because you're still smashing, that's cold.
Necessarily, like, listen, I'm all for relocating, but if someone's asked you to relocate, then we're moving in together, right? If I'm moving my city, it should be
No. When somebody has asked Kendra, you got to tell your folks this. You got to tell them, move for marriage. Move for marriage. Move for marriage. There should already have been the only time that move for marriage. That's the only time. Mistress Newbie says this. Unfortunately, this woman will continue to hurt because she already confessed that she is emotionally dependent. Bars. She would need to, Mistress Newbie, she would need to bump into another what was that? Another, come on now. He plays for the Steelers now. Russell Wilson. She'd be fine then. But we know he's a needle in a haystack. If she bumped into a Russell Wilson, she'd be all right. But yeah, she needs a simp. She does. She needs a simp. She'd be fine after that. But right now, these dudes are going to eat her alive.
It should be serious enough that we are moving in together. Where did you live?
I lived in Maryland, in Upper Marlboro, PG County.
Never an option for you to move in with him.
I'm not sure, Kendra. He it's not like he's living with another woman or anything like that. That wasn't the case.
Why wasn't that your requirement? Like, why, if I'm gonna move me and my child from a different state, why did you require, like, are we moving in together? Like, what is this? Ladies, don't be afraid to ask these questions.
And Bridget Mootown, simps have their own place. Yeah, simps have their place, yeah.
And you aren't saying anything that I've never heard before, Kendra. Like I said, I have friends who are very transparent with me, and all my friends say the same thing. I will be completely honest and say that I was wrapped up in this situation like head over heels over this person. He's a little bit older than me, so I was completely gone off this man, to say the least. When he moved, it was almost like I felt like I lost my best friend. So when he finally asked me to move down, even though it wasn't me moving in with him, because I was closer to him, it made me feel better. So.
Well, if he was older, that makes it even more fishy.
So I think it sounds like it, and you kind of said this a little bit earlier when you said situationship. This is a situation where you may have been more into him than he was into you.
And I can honestly admit to that.
Okay.
Kendra,
okay,
you
so
have to make me cry. I did not come on this show to cry with you tonight. And make it emotional.
Well, here's the, I don't want to get you to cry. That's not my goal either. I guess what my goal is, I asked enough questions for us to get to the honest truth. You can see it for what it is. So I guess my question is, what made you decide that this is over? Like, what happened 2 months ago that now you know for sure he's not what you want, or this is not what you want? What happened?
Because I made such a big change. I made such a big sacrifice. I left a really good paying job.
Okay, she missed the question, but let's keep going.
And I relocated me and my son. And from the moment I touched down in Charlotte, things were kind of weird. Like within the first couple of weeks of us talking, within the first couple of weeks of me moving down here, it was almost like we were always at odds. Like we were always at odds, and then things would get better.
No. I mean, yeah. Basically, I feel so bad for her, and I'll tell you why. Basically, since he knows he had her cornered, much like it's very common, he knows he has her cornered. And see, that's what narcissists do, is they know how to put on the lover boy act when you have some sliver of leverage. But when you moved over there and moved for him, he knew that, oh, okay, I can do what I want to do. I don't care about, I don't have to put on an act anymore. That's basically what he was saying.
And then we'd be at odds again, and then things would get better. It was just almost like a seesaw. So
that's how they set it up. That's how they set it up.
To a point where we were just kind of over it. They calling me Dick Dumb. I said I dealt with him for a long time. It wasn't just about the sex. This man, okay, so let me just speak to the cousins for a second. So this man, not only was he my lover or whatever you want to call him, but he was also my friend. I got my class.
No, friends don't dog you out like he did you. They just don't do that. So I'm not blaming her, but what I'm saying is that I'm blaming her. I'm blaming the aspect of her defending him. Okay, he changed because he was a narcissist for whatever reason. There's being a friend is being honest. Obviously, he wasn't that if he asked her to come all the way down there. And friends don't ask you to do things like that. Come down there just to be a booty call. They just don't do that.
a CDL with him. He put me onto a bunch of businesses. We started a trucking company together. Like we did a lot of different things together. So it wasn't just about the sex. So I'm sorry that y'all feel that way, but it wasn't just that.
Listen, I stay here. I'm 44. You're 31. I stay here sometimes. I say things to you guys because I've been through what you guys have already been through, right? But listen, I'm going to give you grace. I think you learned a lesson. A lot of people learn. I will just say anybody watching, and we can just learn from the situation. If you're going to relocate and you're with a man and you're dating, you're relocating for that person, I think it makes common sense to say, okay, we're moving in together, right? Like this is a big, if I'm going to rearrange my life, what are our steps? Am I just moving just to move closer? No, I'm moving because we're going to build this life together. And then if you can't get that before you go, then I would say don't go.
That's good. That's close enough. That's good enough. That's good enough for me. I mean, basically, as far as what she said there, I still don't like the way she kind of blamed the young lady for getting fooled by a man, but I do like what Kendra said right there.
Don't move when you have a child too.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. And a lot of people have told me, go back to Maryland. And then, I mean, like, that's definitely an option. But at the same time, I can't just keep packing up my son and leaving. Like, at this point, I'm here. And I just got to establish myself here. That's okay.
Okay. Well, okay. So now she's here looking for the right man, So let's move forward. Again, you gave me a long list of, this is why I asked you about, because you said you moved. What are your deal breakers?
My deal breakers, like I said, would be someone who isn't emotionally in tune, like a man who can't express himself, someone who's a liar, a cheater, someone who's a narcissist, someone who takes advantage of someone's vulnerability, someone who doesn't have a good relationship with family. I feel like that's very important for me. I want a husband, and I want someone who has that role model in their life of what a good husband is or what a family should look like, so that they know how to create one for themselves.
Okay. Should he look a certain way?
I do have a type. I like a brown skinned man with a beard, clean cut, in shape. That's my preference. Yes.
Okay. What about money? Should he make a certain amount of money?
Yeah, I would say at least 60K. I don't think that's asking for too much.
Nope, not a bit.
Could he have kids already?
Yes, that's fine. Who am I to say that they can't have kids? I have a 12-year-old. It's okay.
Do you want more children?
I do. I want at least one more. I really want a daughter really bad.
Okay, one more. Now, so do you want the guy to be in Charlotte?
He doesn't have to be in Charlotte, no.
Okay. Someone says she needs to heal first. I don't know if I agree with that today.
I agree.
I mean, there are some people that come on the show, child, and I do feel like they need to heal, child. But sometimes, you know, this is one of the reasons
No. Oh man, Kendra, please. Your platform is way too big to be giving out that kind of advice. She just got out of a relationship. She just got dumped. Anybody should be getting therapy. Now, on top of that, she just told you she's emotionally dependent. That she needs to work out, because otherwise she'll just get used again. Why are you dumping beautiful women on these wolves, Kendra? That's the question I have. And that's technically what you would be doing if you just say, oh, you don't need it. People go to therapy not because they're crazy. Well, some do. A lot do, actually. But some people go to therapy to get protection tools, how to protect their logic and protect their emotions. And it's obviously she hasn't worked that. She obviously didn't say, oh, yeah, I've been going to therapy and worked that out. She hasn't said that. So what in the world makes you think she's ready for another relationship? Especially the way that she got dumped. I mean, or she had to leave or stop a relationship. The way that the dude was, oh, my God. I mean, come on now. These are the types of women that get used. right here. And for Kendra to say this is, in my opinion, Kendra, with all due respect, a horrible disservice. Because you're sending an injured lamb out to the wolves. Literally. Somebody's going to come. The dudes are already going like this. Yeah, she's going to be easy because she wants love. And all I got to do is promise her, marriage or even just a relationship. And she's going to be able to fall in love with me. And the problem with that is going to be horrible that she's going to fall for it. Kendra right now, please, I'm going to hit play. And what I'm hoping is going to happen is Kendra's going to go, I'll tell you what, I know a therapist, blah, 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 blah. Why don't you have some one-on-one time with that therapist to see what they think? That's what she should be saying. She should be hooking up her therapist buddies and friends with this young lady to see to at least assess if she's ready. Because to me, in my opinion, there's no way you can say she's ready. Mistress Newbie, 2 months out of a relationship, her emotions are still raw. I wasn't emotionally ready for a relationship until 2 years after my divorce. Bars. I've been saying that to Kendra's platform. Kendra's platform is harming. It is. I mean, the thing is that it's kind of a weird thing. It's not like, she doesn't come off like Kendra does not come off like a conventional all black men are good mammy. She will from time to time show nuances that give you an idea that maybe she's level-headed. But then she'll do stuff like this. And it's like, wait a minute. And the problem is that she's already built trust in all the women on her show. So they're going to believe what she's saying. And I think it's real. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Here we go.
Men, and I don't agree with this, but men don't sulk in the house and listen to sad love songs and crying when they go.
Why is she even comparing a woman to a man at all? I don't get it.
A breakup. They go on to the next vagina. Now, I'm not saying I agree with that either, but they keep it pushing.
See, this is so irresponsible. I thought men and women were supposed to be different. I thought that's the way that men wanted it. Why do they? First, they want, that would be masculine then, Kendra. She would be masculine pushing on to some other D. Wow, this is crazy to me. Here we go.
I think you should keep it pushing. I think you're an attractive girl. You moved out here, you took a chance on love, you learned that it wasn't what you desired. No, I think you're in a place where you can meet someone.
Oh my
don't have sex right
God.
away. I don't believe anybody should have sex right away whenever they meet with anybody. But I think I don't think she should be sitting in the house sulking over this man. Like I really
No, she shouldn't be sitting in the house sulking over a dude. She should be out there working out, having a good time, going on hikes, going to events, watching concerts, that kind of shit with her lady friends. And to a therapist. Because that is desperate, going to somebody's place. Relocating for a guy that gave you no promises. So I don't see it's weird because Kendra found it very strange that she flew to be with this guy who had not given her any concessions whatsoever. But then now she's thinking, oh yeah, you're all good. You're all good. That's weird. Shoot.
I'm like, okay, we're gonna keep it pushing. Like you had a great woman. You missed out. Now let me make myself available for the guy that's gonna treat me the way that it is. So no, I actually think you're doing the right thing by trying to meet somebody else. All right,
Humbly, Kendra, I can say that I actually have been working on healing me. You know what I mean? Because like I said, one of my flaws is the fact that I'm emotionally reliant, and that can be an issue. So maybe that is something within myself that I need to address so that I'm not so reliant on anybody, whether it be a friendship or relationship, whatever, on somebody being there for my emotions. So to an extent, I can agree with the cousins to an extent. But as far as me sitting around and moping, I'm over that. I'm so over that.
That moping. Okay.
I All right, let's do it. Let's do the Kendra Cam. Okay, boo.
Okay. I still got on my work clothes, but it should be fine. Let's just hope that this
And they
stays.
said you was about to cry, child.
I was.
Okay. You look good. You're in great shape.
Thank you.
Let me ask you a question now. When the last time you talked to the guy you moved down to from Charlotte?
It's probably been about a month.
Okay, listen. You might have a horny night. Don't fall for it.
It's
Good
funny,
advice. That's good advice.
Kendra, because if I'm being honest, today I had a moment. And I was like, I'm gonna call him. I was like, no, don't call him.
You're not bad.
Don't.
Do not, because look, you look good. You're in good shape. You don't move to a whole different state. So I know he doing something right. No wonder
It's slim pickings. It's slim pickings in Charlotte, Kendra.
I know,
but
here's the tone. Here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you prove to him that he is still your sexual quench, right? Then he's gonna understand that, and he's never gonna rise to this occasion, because he's gonna know that you have nobody else to have sex with, and he'll just be doing what he does, and then you'll call him when you get to those real vulnerable moments. So I'm encouraged. Listen, I'm just saying, if you want to get off of this train with this man in particular, and you really do want someone you can build a life with, you're gonna have to control that urge. Because
But
that's
Kendra,
where a lot
to
of
be
women,
honest with you, I'm not even like a huge sexually driven person. It's not even about
I don't
sex.
care.
It's the company.
I don't care what it is, honey. Let me tell you, if you can't tackle that, you're not gonna prove anything different to him, and you're gonna be going on this cycle. And this is just real talk, ladies. I'm telling you what
Phoenix
I do.
says, girl, it's slim pickings in the planet, on the planet.
No, for sure. You are going to have to prove to this man. This is why men, and I don't know him, but if you moved, I'm assuming he's attractive. I don't think you're just moving for somebody that's not attractive. So I'm going to assume he's attractive. I'm assuming he can put it down. I don't think you'll pack your bag and your child if you can't put it down. So, no, for real. So this is real talk right now, ladies. If you, I don't care if it's 6 months from now.
That's not necessarily true. Plenty of women have they just thought they were going to get the old-fashioned love. They thought we're going to get a house, a picket fence, protection, provision, and that was going to be, the end all, and that didn't happen. And yeah, some, the throwing it down might help here and there, but for the most part, that's not the only thing women look for. So that's funny for him, I call Kendra him, but she's acting like him right now. But that's for her to say that. So for some reason, it's like Kendra is almost projecting men's needs onto women, that women should be doing what men do. I mean, women should be doing what men do, and that's not too cool, because then it's funny, because that's what men want sexually. They want a woman to think like a man, right? So men want a woman who's going to move on them quick, and then so they got to have sex. But then after that, it's like, oh, well, that's not feminine. That's not feminine. Now they got a problem with it, because especially after they get what they want. So it's weird. Mr. Snoopy breaks it down like this. If she is not learning her lesson on her own, she needs to get back with that man so he can drag her emotionally back to reality. Bars.
You go back 6 months, because you already proved that you're willing to move. So he already got a little ego, like you picked up your life and you moved for him, right?
Right. With the 13-year-old, yes.
So, and he also knows that you don't really know a lot of people in the city. So it's in his favor. But you are it's gonna take a lot of discipline, and I'm gonna say prayer or whatever you need, but figure it out. Because if in 6 months, 3 months, I don't care, you go back to him and you have sex with him, you're just gonna prove to him.
I'm gonna be right back in the same spot.
You'll be in the cycle, so you won't get out the cycle.
Yep.
This is why, listen, this is why I tell you, I believe in blocking. I believe in no contact. I don't care, no contact. Your mama died, your mama died.
Right, if you got to exactly. When you bring up no contact, that's actually a term that they use against narcissists. So basically that tells you everything you need to know about this gentleman.
Rest in peace. That don't got nothing to do with me, because you got to
Kendra, that's terrible.
But it's not terrible, because let me tell you why it's not terrible. Your life and your future is on the line. Don't you want to get to your happily ever after?
Absolutely.
Like you have to, everyone's like, you love so hard. How about this? You said, I love so hard.
The only thing that concerns me about what Kendra is saying, some of the things he's saying, she doesn't sound like, maybe she's going to get around to it, and I hope she does soon, but she needs to tell this woman to be a lot more selective. That's what she needs to do. In the house, Miss RV. Bridget's in the house. Mistress is in the house. Phoenix is in the house. Let's keep it going. Here we go.
Love so hard on yourself. Love so hard on yourself that you love yourself too much to allow somebody to play with you. I'm not saying his mother died, you be happy. What I'm saying is, if you know sending a condolence would get you back in the rapture, then you don't send that condolence. You got to choose you and your child and your future first. And ladies,
There we go. There we go.
This is real. Like if you go back to when you left a man and you go back to that one time of how did we start talking again? It's something, it was probably something small. Like, oh, I saw your mama today and I just wanted to say hi. And then the next thing you know, you were 3 years back in this madness, child. And this is why these men don't ever rise to the occasion, because they know that they can get these women.
Because they're bandits. Come on, Kendra. You can say it. You can say it because they're bandits. Because the thing is this about the thing about being a man is to rise to the occasion. We should rise to the occasion because we're men, not because we have to be, somehow therapeutically made to do it. Children, we train to rise to the occasion. Men, we should naturally just do it. That's the funny part about this whole thing that I know Kendra can't say, because I know at least 70% of the men that she has on the show are from the red pill. So the thing is this, though men are not supposed to be, a woman is not supposed to make a man rise to the occasion. A woman is supposed to be there when he gets to the occasion. So it sounds really weird to me when you hear a woman telling another woman how to try to make a man rise to the occasion when really he should already be there. There should be no temptations. There should be no situations or anything that make you do that. You just do it because that is who you are as a man. So that is what really is getting on my nerves right now. Here we go.
Keep it moving, but I felt in my spirit tough, because I'm telling you, the biggest flex that you could ever have is when he tries to come back and you are not available. When you are like, if he tries to come back and like, oh, I got a man, I'm not available, I'm sorry. I don't know why you thought this great of a woman I am would just be available, that nobody would want me. I'm sorry, I'm not available.
Pause. Phoenix Soul nailed it. If it was my show and someone told me they just got out of a relationship 2 months ago, I would kick them off my show. Bars.
I wish I could. I'm about to go on vacation with my boyfriend. I wish I could. But this period you're in right now is very crucial. It is a very crucial.
So Kendra, let me ask you this, right? Let me ask you this. Because right now I'm looking at you like my big sis, right? So right now, do you think I should just enjoy Charlotte, right? I probably shouldn't even worry about it.
I want you to enjoy Charlotte, but without him. I want you to enjoy Charlotte.
There we go.
The city, meet people.
We're getting somewhere. Enjoy Charlotte. Exactly. Enjoying Charlotte is at least a start to saying to decentering men. That's at least enjoying Charlotte means you, like everything I mentioned before, going to concerts, going to social events, enjoying yourself, and not necessarily, and men are not even the focal point at all. Enjoy yourself, enjoy your qualities, enjoy your weaknesses. Like this young lady is definitely wifey material for the right guy. I mean, she is ready to love. She is ready to be in a relationship and be married and all that good stuff. And look what the dudes do. So the key is that she has to be strong enough to be able to resist the weaknesses that have put her in this position in the first place. And then she has to be twice as selective as she's been before. I'm scared to look at the guy. I'm scared to see a picture of the guy that she was possibly with. I guarantee you, it's like you probably be going, "Oh, girl," or something like that. Here we go.
What I'm saying is, no contact with this man. I'm so sorry. You're fighting for your life right now. So this is why I'm telling you, like, this period right now is like ground zero. And it's up to you to decide how you're gonna win. I think you're attractive. I think you can look at it as a new city, meet some friends, but I'm just telling you, girlfriend, don't go back to that man.
I won't. I'm gonna come back with an update and I'm gonna be in love, head over heels with somebody.
That's the problem. Oh no, she didn't learn, y'all. She didn't learn. She didn't learn. No. Man. Just in case you didn't hear it, listen close. Listen close.
How you gonna win? I think you're attractive. I think you can look at it as a new city, meet some friends, but I'm just telling you, girlfriend, don't go back to that man.
I won't. I'm gonna come back with an update and I'm gonna be in love, head over heels with somebody.
That's the problem. Notice how she didn't say somebody that loves me head over heels, or she didn't say with somebody who deserves me or anything like that. I mean, she's wifey material. She might be a little bit too as she calls it, emotionally whatever, but that makes her wifey material. If a guy wants to be a husband and wants to be a good husband, she's the perfect lady for that. But she's also a sucker. She is literally setting herself up to be used by somebody else by just making that. It sounds like I'll take a man, any man conversation. That's just crazy to me. I don't get it. Here we go.
That's what we're praying for. All right, let's keep going.
Bars, Phoenix Soul. She is not self-aware like 90% of the women. Yep.
So the last question was that guy. What was the last time you was intimate with someone? You don't have to answer.
Him. So about 2 months ago.
Okay. 3 flaws you have to work on in a relationship.
I'm emotional. At this point, it would definitely be a trust thing for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And then lastly,
okay, right there. A trust thing tells you everything you need to know. She probably went to his house and he had another woman over there. And he didn't tell her he was going to have other women around. There's no reason for her to say it's a trust thing because remember now, she's the one who cut it off. And she cut it off probably ultimately the reason was the guy wasn't the right guy. But let's face it, he was doing what he wanted to do. As beautiful as she is, fit, feminine, friendly, and submissive, ready to get married, but he still wanted to F around. Here we go.
I think sometimes I could be a little what's the word? I don't want to say like overbearing, but I like one of my love language is quality time. So
I think he has her second thinking herself. I think she's getting this all from him, quite honestly. If she was really like what she is saying, then he would have been turned off and not even invited her to come to Charlotte. So I think what it is that he got in her head. That's what I would tell her is he got in your head, young lady. You got the one you can't fix somebody who's broken, and he was the one who was broken.
I do like to spend a lot of time. Like, I want to see my man. I want to be around my man. And sometimes people like their space. So.
Yeah, of course they like their space when they're sleeping with other women. I mean, that's the funny thing that you have to look at. If a guy wants his space, which is cool, because I love my space, I do. But if a guy likes his space, but wants to be in a relationship, but wants his space and doesn't want, I mean, what do you think marriage is? It's the opposite of having space, especially if you have kids. Then it's the opposite of having space. So, yeah.
Okay. And why would a guy be lucky to be with you?
Because I'm honest. I'm very transparent. I'm an amazing woman, to say the least.
Actually, her weaknesses make her the perfect woman. She's emotionally dependent. I mean, you don't want her to be emotionally dependent, so you have to get that little worked on. But it means that I mean, it's like basically it's like this. That's a good thing to have to work on for a person. It's harder to make somebody feel than to make somebody not feel or be too emotional. So really, quite honestly, she's a package. She's fit, she's friendly, she's too submissive, and maybe a little bit dumb.
Packed up my whole damn life, Kendra. But yeah, no, I'm a loving woman. I come from an amazing woman. My mom is an amazing wife and mother. So I was raised to be that nurturing mother and wife. And I believe that I would give that to my husband or to my man. Absolutely.
Right. Okay. So, 31. What's the age range you would date?
36, preferably 36 to 40.
36 to 40. Okay. All right, boo. I want to say this before I forget. Because you came on and you said you love too hard. All women, I want y'all to get a book called Women Who Love Too Much by Robin Norwood.
Good advice. Good advice. Good advice.
Women who love too much.
Women who love too much. Women who love too much. It's by Robin Norwood. She's a psychiatrist. Hold on, what the hell? I want to. Kendra got a big ego. Oh, it was a compliment. I thought I was about to cuss somebody out. No, Not Too Much. It's by Robin Norwood. It's a book I got put onto many years ago. A guy actually gave it to me to read, and I think it will really help you. Because what happened?
I'll definitely get that.
I'm gonna move forward, but the reason I was saying this is, it's like when you're trying to let go of a man, we don't look at it like a drug. Like imagine you're on cocaine. Man, let's just listen for a second. If you were a crack addict and you said, "Oh, I can't go to the bar because crack is there, and I might do crack," people will understand it, right? They'll be like, "Oh, you can't go anywhere where there's crack at because you're trying to get over your addiction." Well, the book Women Who Love Too Much.
Okay, Kendra, that's enough. Let's go to one more. Here we go.
Hello?
Man, what's up? What's up?
Okay, do me a favor because I can't see your face.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Dusties by the dozens.
Can you turn the light, turn around? Have the light in your face?
Yeah. Hold on.
Now,
it's really
I want to make a comparison. Remember, you just saw the young lady on here, right? And you saw how nicely dressed she was. She was in a nice dress. She said he just came back from work too, but she was still nicely dressed. Her background was all good. The lighting was all good. And, here we go with this guy right here. Watch. This happens all the time.
I can see it now?
Let me see. It could be my light.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's just the light that I have my ring light. What's your name, boo?
Jamel.
Jamel, where you calling me from?
From VA.
From where?
VA, Virginia.
VA. What you do for a living, Jamal?
I'm a lumper. I make $1,300 a week.
You say you make $1,300? What happened?
No, $1,300 a week.
You make $1,300 a week.
Okay.
How much is that a year?
Year total. That's like $6,000 a year.
Oh, come on, man. It's about 50.
It depends on how much we make or whatever. But it's like a 1090.
Maybe 60K.
You said
Let's go.
A year? Okay.
He's a thumper for a reason. Let's go.
What's your zodiac sign, honey?
Taurus. I'm a Taurus.
Taurus.
Yeah.
You have any children, Jamal?
Yes, I do.
Well, come on.
5 kids.
I always know when somebody got a lot of kids. because I'll say, do you have any kids? And they'll just say yes. And they know I'm going to ask you how many. And they wait. It's a pause. Okay.
Yeah, I got 5.
Oh, man. Mrs. Newbie breaks it down. He makes $67,600 yearly. That's what he said he makes. Listen, you know, who knows how much he actually makes, but you know. Okay, I'm getting. Listen, here we go.
I got 5. Yeah, I got 5.
How old are your kids?
Well, my kids is 5, 7, 4, 2, and 3.
Are they all by the same woman?
No. To be honest, no, it's not.
How many women, Jamal?
5.
So you have a 2.
He's 5 on 5. 5 kids, 5 women. He doesn't need to be on this show, but he's on the show because he's what's on the show.
2-year-old, 3. Why you have a 2, 3, 4, 5? So for 4 years, back to back, you had different women pregnant. Why?
Yeah.
Why, Jamal? Why?
Just it's a long story. Relationship
No, it's a
problems.
very short story. You were irresponsible and didn't care. I mean, there's your consummate Pookie right here. There's no other way to put it. You guys want to defend this? Go for it. Go. By all means, good luck. Wow. Yeah. So he's busting different women. Yeah. There's no way you can dress this. It takes so little information sometimes to really know the type of person this is. For somebody, okay, 5 women, he made 5 women pregnant in consecutive years. That you know he's not loyal, okay? You know he's not a father. I mean, he's not the fatherly type because he'd say, look, I got a kid, so I don't want to have another kid. There's just nothing. This is low character right here. Him popping them out like that.
On your end?
No, there end. I was a good man. I'm a good man. So.
No, you're not. And then anybody who just out of the blue said, I'm a good man. I'm a good man. Remember what old Jeezy said that? I'm a good man. I'm a good man. But he's left nothing but women with kids himself as his history. You see the pattern, y'all? Here we go.
Jamal, do you think you had a different woman pregnant for 4 years straight? You have a 2-year-old, a 3-year-old, a 4-year-old, 5-year-old, and I'm assuming these could overlap wherever 2 women.
And he can't even use the excuse that it was a long time ago or that he's changed. He can't even use that excuse. Mr. Snoopy, save a little ounce of dignity you have, dude, and leave Kendra's show.
At the same time?
Sort of, kind of, yeah.
And you say you're a good man.
I am a good man, but it was just.
No, there's no way to sorry, bro. Yeah, I mean, come on, let's face it. He didn't stick with any of those women. Okay? Not one of them. Not how in the world can he say that he's a good man?
Like, because I was messing with this one girl heavy. It was cool, talking. And
anybody who uses the word messing, you got a problem. I'm just gonna throw that out there and keep it going.
I guess one thing led to another. And we got carried away. We was drunk, and she ended up pregnant.
Okay, so you think that getting drunk, that the fact that you were drunk, the fact that you got drunk is also another red flag. And the fact that you got her pregnant, like for some reason, like it was like something you couldn't stop. I mean, you can keep a woman from not getting pregnant from just simply not having sex with them. And not everybody. So yeah, let's see what else.
And I was like, oh man. And
so he's living a messy life. Let's see what else.
I thought it was mine because she was out there. So, what I'm saying? Then this other girl called feelings for me. So we was messing around heavy. She ended up pregnant.
Oh, she just ended up pregnant. How did that happen? How did that happen? I wonder how that happened. I mean, she just ended up pregnant, just out of the blue. Just like if you get the cold, she just ended up pregnant somehow. Okay, yeah, that sounds good, bro.
We can't see your face. You gotta bring the camera up.
All right.
So
This is my face
let's
now?
ask this one question. So 5 women, none of these women were worth settling down with.
That's up to 2, really. But the other ones, nah.
How would he know? He leaves them too quickly to find out. Man, remember when I told you dudes be having sex with women 3 times as much? This guy's like 10 times as much. Shit.
So okay, Jamal, VA, he's a lumper. Taurus, he's a Taurus. He has 5 kids.
Lumper. And a pumper.
How old are you, sweetheart?
28.
He's not. He's got 5 kids, and he's not even old. He's not even near 30. Holy moly!
Keep the phone so we can see your full head, okay?
All
right. So Jamal, you're 28. What kind of woman are you looking for now?
I'm just looking for just a woman that's loyal. I don't care about the looks.
Loyal. He wants a woman that's loyal, and he's done everything but he's done the opposite of loyal. That is, I'm telling you, that is the mentality in our community right now. Wanting stuff that we can't even provide. He said that with a straight face, Mr. Newbie. You nailed it. Holy broken condom, Batman. Here we go.
As long as she's loyal.
Now you think you a loyal man yourself?
Yeah.
I'm a loyal man.
He's lying. No, he's not.
Because you know what I'm saying? I treat my woman like. I didn't hear what you said.
I said you loyal for a year because it seems like every year you want.
I like how you use that, you said that, Bridget. 28 with 5 various kids.
So you got a 365-day package to give out?
Yeah, I do.
And then
I do.
Have you ever been loyal past 365 days?
This is delusion right here. This is delusion right here. There's nothing loyal about pumping babies into women and then leaving them. There's nothing loyal about that. And let's face it, come on. There's no way he just did those 5 ladies and then he's been just, that's it. No.
Yeah, like 4 years, basically.
Yes, see, he's lying. When he scratched his eye like that, that told me everything I needed to know.
You have 5 women. When was you loyal to somebody for 4 years? At 14?
Now,
that made him mad. That was that FU laugh, that FU chuckle. Let's listen to it one more time.
Was you loyal to somebody for 4 years? At 14?
That's that FU, you got me chuckle.
It's like me and her was together for like 4 years after.
See, notice how every time he has to say something that has to do with making an honest statement, he scratches his eye or his cheek or something weird.
That situation or whatever.
Bring the phone up. So your last child was 7. What years were you loyal to somebody for 4 years?
Well,
that means no. He's thinking up a lie right now because that's what well is for. Tanya Sweat's in the house. Tanya Sweat says this. So they don't want to keep stepdads. They don't want to be stepdads, but expect the women they get with to be stepmom, or what a plot twist. Bars. Here we go.
2014.
How long? No, tell me how old you were.
Ultimate enigma in the house. Kendra G and her Make-A-Wish Foundation. Oh man, here we go. Oops, wait. Here we go.
I'm 28, so it's like 2014 to like 2016, 2017.
Wait, you can't count, bro. Okay, well, let me shut up. Let me let Kendra finish it off. Here we go.
You was. I can't
Oh,
do that
yeah.
better.
No, I was 19 years old.
So from
when I was loyal.
19, you was loyal to when?
Till I was like at least 22. At least 22.
How old was you when you had your first child?
I was 19.
When you had your first child?
Mm-hmm.
You had your second child 4 years later? No, you have a 7 and a 5-year-old.
No.
There you go. I told you. There he goes. Remember what I said about scratching the eyes and say, look, people, when people do this, I'm not even going to genderize it. When they start to scratch their eyes, when they have to tell the truth, when they have to bow their head or turn their face or clean they're lying. They're lying.
It's like, okay. That's why I said it's like a long story.
I'm sure it's a long story because it's a story.
I'm telling the truth. Huh?
Stories are easy to break down.
Yeah, no, not this. That's what I said. It all happened. It's just kind of.
I can't see your face. You get agitated.
Of course, it just all just happens. It just happens. Just making somebody pregnant, 9 months they have kids. Oh, just happens. Okay.
Get agitated.
No.
I got because I asked certain questions that the guy's got to be able to hold up to.
Yeah.
The math is happening, as they would say. So you're telling me from 19 to 22, you was only with one woman?
Like I was, well, yeah.
But the kid's age that you gave me, that doesn't add up.
I'll say this for Kendra, she's good with math.
No, okay. See, when my first daughter was born,
I don't mean that directly. I mean as far as this relationship math goes.
I'll break it down again. Okay, I had my first daughter when I was 19.
This is the one that you was loyal to.
Yeah.
Okay.
And that was my first daughter.
And you notice, look, he's scratching again. He's scratching again, folks. He's scratching again. I'm telling you.
So when me and her split, I had met this other lady.
Split 4 years. Wait. But when did you and her split? 4 years later?
About 4 years later.
But your baby, but that doesn't make sense. A 7-year-old and a 5-year-old. That's 2 years.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's because like we split up or whatever. We still talking.
Y'all wasn't together for 4 years straight then.
No. I just say 4 years because we still talking.
The reason we're here is because you told me the longest you've been loyal to somebody is for 4 years. So is that not true then?
It's true.
How is it true? It doesn't add up in numbers.
That's because
the key to making an explanation is that it makes a statement true. He doesn't realize that his explanation doesn't make the result of the statement true.
The way it's broken down, it's like because I got a crazy life, and if I break it down, it's like it's gonna take a while to break
down.
These are
simple questions though. If you're together at 19 and have a baby, and you have another baby within 4 years, you wasn't loyal for 4 years to one person.
Yeah. Well, kind of, yeah. I mean, yeah.
Kendra, good work. Kendra, good work. 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 Miss RV breaks it down like this. This is why she is a great candidate for therapy. That she is a great candidate for therapy. She's trying to rebound to get over the other guy. Oh, that was for the the Miss RV was saying that for the young lady we had in the past Kendra show. But I mean, there it is. I think if anything, believe it or not, this is what I love about Kendra. She is a good fact finder. Sometimes she gets a little bit too easy with the guys, but you can understand why. I mean, she needs the guys for the show. They bring people to the show. But she broke this dude down. I can only applaud her for it. I can only applaud her for this. She knows he's a bandit. She knows he's a pookie or whatever anybody wants to call him. And she's protecting her cousins, and that's what she needs to do. There's sometimes when you got to protect your cousins. Yeah, I mean, 5 kids at 28 is already, he's already toast. If you want to use the theory hitting the wall, he's definitely hit the wall. What kind of wealth can you build with a guy who has 5 kids by 5 different women? That means 5 different households. That means 5 different, if he is paying them, probably, I'm not going to say he is or isn't, but let's just say that, that's 5 different child support payments. Because the kids don't live with him. And even if they did, it'd still be child support because you can't take care of 5 kids. I mean, you can't say he's a responsible man because just having 5 kids at 28 is irresponsible. He makes, let's say he is making close to $70K a year. That alone, at the very least, half of that would have to go to keeping his children just alive. Just alive. It's good. It seems like he's got a decent job, but really in reality, he's broke. Nothing wrong with being broke, but it's being irresponsible and broke. That's a problem.
Let's continue.
All right.
Jamal, what kind of woman are you looking for?
And remember, when you just have a newborn, if you are really a good father, you have no time to go out and make another kid. Especially 4 more times. So let's keep that in. Let's keep that in the chamber.
Oh, you got a lawyer. You tell me that. What's the deal breaker?
Well, all right. The deal breaker for me is like
Tanya Sweat, he needs to stop hitting walls. Tanya Sweat to my reply about he hit the wall. He needs to stop hitting walls. Ain't that the truth? Oh man, let's keep it going.
she on her shit. You know what I'm saying? Like she can come from the hood, but if she on her shit, you know what I'm saying? She don't take no shit from nobody, you know what I'm saying? And she go to church, she gotta believe in God, put God first, you know what I mean? And she don't go out as much. I don't like women that like to party, club hop, all that shit.
Wait a minute. You got 5 kids. You weren't asking. Look, you see. Okay, more delusion. Like that.
You know what I'm saying? Because I like to take women. Like if we dating, I want to take you to a restaurant, myself, to Olive Garden, anywhere. But none of that club hopping stuff. I don't do the club.
Oh, he flossed with Olive Garden. Okay.
None of that. Like I don't like the club scenes like that.
We gotta see your face. No judgment, because none of us are perfect. But she has to be a church-going girl.
Yeah.
You go to church every Sunday?
No, because I work a lot.
Yeah, here we go. Look, that used to work when church was only 1 day a week. They have churches that are open up 7 days a week. And they close at like 8 and shit. Good try, guy.
I used to. Like my pastor wanted me to come down, but not like that.
He's already been caught on one lie. Or no, I should say several lies. Now he's gonna lie about his, knowing his pastor and everything.
Walk off my own show. I ain't never walk away from my own show. I ain't never walk away from my own show. I just had to get up for a second.
Oh.
I just had to get up for 1 second. I ain't never did that before. But for some reason, I had to get up.
I've done that a couple times, Kendra. It's kind of fun. It relieves the stress.
No problem.
But I'm back now. So you don't go to church because you work, but this has to be a church-going woman.
I mean, she don't got to go to church every day, but Lord, she believes in God.
Well, see, now he knows. See what I mean? See what I mean? He's asking for stuff that he cannot provide. He's looking for a woman that is better than him. And as you've seen with Ayanna Van Zant, Shirley Strawberry, Kiki Palmer, it just never works out. It just doesn't work. Here we go.
believe it.
Yeah.
Cause yeah,
Them churches be running 7-Eleven hours. They sure do.
kids.
Yeah, she can have kids. That don't
She have
matter.
5 kids?
Because she can have 10. It don't matter. It comes with the package.
Okay.
She can have 5 kids.
Do
He's looking for sexual partners. That's what he's looking for. He's got 5 kids to take care of that are all young. He can have a wife who is there all the time, and that he would still be too busy to do anything else except for work. So you see how this math is mathing now? That's, ladies, I'm telling you, that's the math you got to use.
Kids?
I don't want more kids, man. But I mean, if she had kids, I might accept them. But I don't want more kids.
Okay. What's the age range you want to date Jamal Blue?
28, like 30 and up. Don't stop at
Okay, so there you go. The fact that he wants to date somebody older than him clearly tells you that he needs you to take care of him. Okay. He needs somebody to take care of him.
45.
Does she have to be
30? He's 28. He wants to, God forbid, was I about to say marry? That would have been a huge mistake. He wants to date, per se, between 30 and 45. Basically, he's saying, I want to be a full-time sperm donor and hopefully get some money from it. That's what he wants to do. And fellas, you should correct men that like this in our community if you want our community to get better, number one, and number two, our reputation to improve. He's on the wrong road. He sounds like a young version of Ernesto. That's what he sounds like to me. Tanya Sweat says this. Basically, he's saying if the women got a job, good credit, and benefits, he would wife her. Typical Dust logic. I don't even know if he would wife her. He probably said he would wife her, but he wouldn't wife her, though. Yeah, he's looking for a sugar mama. Straight up.
Okay?
No.
Does she have to look a certain way?
Well, I like BBWs, light skin.
He said he likes BBWs, but I thought, we didn't like that. I mean, I thought we didn't like that because, all of them, they're saying BBW, women and BBWs are fake and all this kind of stuff. And now they're trying to use this little stuff about BBWs that have a certain scent and all that kind of stuff. So you could tell. I mean, this is ridiculous. Here we go.
Yeah.
He likes BBWs and nice skin. Does she got to make a certain amount of money?
No.
Okay.
Really.
Exactly. So he hit the wall, hitting walls, and he wants women who have hit the wall to play mommy with him, to take care of him.
Now, Jamal, there's a woman that might be concerned. You have 5 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You have.
If you're not concerned with the guy who has 5 kids by 5 different women, then we cannot help you in this place. We cannot help you. Please seek therapy as soon as possible. Okay? It looks like that's all I can say.
1, 2, 3, 4. So you have 4 kids, 5 and under. Then you have a 7-year-old. You have 5 kids under the age of 10 by 5 different women.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what would you say to the woman that is cautious and dating you because of that?
No, I would just say
so he wants reformed Instagram models then.
It's no drama. You know what I'm saying? As long as I take care of my kids, there's no drama at all. So it's like there were issues in that department at all.
No, he's lying. He's lying. His eye language, his body language is all off. He's lying. Mathematically, there's no way he can make that true.
There's no issues in that compartment?
Yeah.
They all get
There ain't no
along?
drama.
So notice how every time he needs to answer the truth, he looks down.
Your mamas get along?
See, so there he goes. There we go.
Ones.
Certain ones, 2 or 3?
Yeah.
Can you have a birthday party and invite them all to the birthday party?
Yeah.
No. Looking down and saying yeah means no.
And they say yeah. Yeah. They sit there and laugh and they get all
No.
Well,
that's if they would go.
Last time, so the 2-year-old That's the last baby mama, right?
Yeah.
When's the last time y'all dealt with each other?
A couple weeks ago. Just brought me my daughter. We chilled or whatever.
The 2-year-old mom you was with?
And y'all, that's where I get to end tonight. So try to keep them short for the I'm trying to keep the show short for the replay gang. I love my replay gang. So anyway, any opinions, you can definitely put them in the put them in the chat now, and then later on in the content, in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let me hit the beat. Here we go. All right. Tonight we had Mr. Snoopy, Bridget Mouton, Ultimate Enigma, Tanya Sweat, Phoenix Soul.
Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Mr. Snoopy.
No need to say.
Miss RV.
We are heading now, babe.
Getting the caskets in the clouds.
To the edge of it all.
Conscious mind love.
To the edge of it all. So tell your good lies. Cause I'll find no better one.
Break it down, break it down.
Susceptible life. Before the moment flies. Ooh, so tell your good lies.
Wishing everybody a cool Saturday night. We got a show tomorrow. Let me put it up.
Before the moment flies. It's not a problem.
That's right. Tomorrow night, we got another Crime Sunday.
Getting into. Yes. Yeah. Nothing can stop me. Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way.
How do you do that?
I follow. No need to say. Where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all. So tell your good lies. Cause I'll find a better one. Yeah. Susceptible life. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good lies. Cause I'll find a better one.
Don't forget to join us for the show tomorrow.
Susceptible life. Before the moment flies.
Hey, everybody, here we go.